Good afternoon, everybody. So I welcome you all once again for session number 3 of Unit 1, Professional Ethics and Indian Constitution. In the last class, we have discussed about values, types of values, then integrity, and so on. We have discussed. So today we'll discuss about what do you mean by work ethics and what do you mean by service learning. So these are the two topics what we're going to discuss in today's class. Yes, what do you mean by work ethics and what do you mean by service learning? So first we'll discuss what do you mean by work ethics then. Work ethics is defined as set of attitudes defined as a set of attitudes concerned with the value of work which forms the motivational orientation, what you call set attitudes, the way you live in the organization. That the attitude is nothing but your way, how you live. You work it or you may not work in the organization, you may do work or you may obey your boss or you may obey your HOD. That's what attitudes. Yes, some people will like to work, some people will just do, some people will roam here and there, and will not come to the office time. So work ethics is defined as a set of attitudes concerned with the value of work which forms the motivational orientation, what you call. Yes, so the values or the attitudes in the organization, how you the values which are available, what you can call in the organization, that is what you call work ethics. So in the working environment, whatever the work you are, you may be a teacher, you may be a doctor, you may be an engineer, or you may be a carpenter, or whatever may be there, you're working something. So the attitude in your workplace, we call that as a work ethics. So we have got some timings are there, office time 9 to 5. So you have to be there between 9 to 5. That's what. So you have to be, and you have to keep on working in the organization. That's what. So coming and signing and just going here and there. So that is the against the ethics of the profession, what you call it. The work ethics is aimed at ensuring the economy, productivity, safety, health and hygiene, privacy, security, cultural and social. See, what does work ethics will help you? It is aimed at economy. When you work, you are being paid. Salary is given to you. Yes, economy. You'll improve the economy. Yes, you're being paid there. Productivity. You are working in the organization. When you work, you suppose you're working in the manufacturing industry there. Yes, so the productivity goes on increasing. And also they will take care of your safety. Safety should be there. Health and hygiene, cleanliness. The washroom should be there. Proper ventilation should be there in the room. Yes, proper lighting should be there in the room. The room should be bigger. Yes, cross ventilation and health and hygiene and privacy also. There should be a separate room for you. Privacy. Yes, reading room or what you can call. Yes, or some staff room, something like that. And security, job security is there. Or suppose the security instance we call in the government organization, there is a security of job that will be getting pensions, what you call is security. Then cultural and social development. See, you in the organization there are different types of people, the different religion, different culture. So you learn so many things from other people also. They have got their own types of festivals, they have got their own types of food, their social living is different and so on. Yes, so cultural and social development. You'll learn so much of different culture and social development. You should learn how to live with others there. So there are people with different language, different color, caste and creed. You should live together in harmony, what you call. Then welfare of the people we can call. Environment, you should take care of environment also there. The work ethics will help you to take care of environment also. As I told you, you are in the class. So you should not throw the paper here and there. You eat the biscuits and throw the covers there. No, put it in the dustbin. That is what the work ethics what you call. And offer opportunities for all according to their abilities but without any discrimination. See, all in your class, all are students. So we are given an opportunity to everyone to become class representative, but all cannot become. A few without any discrimination. Anyone is eligible to become a class representative. That is what we call opportunities for all. All were given the opportunity given to participate in the sports. Some will participate and some will not participate. All will be given opportunities to participate in the cultural activities. A few will participate. Those are those are talented. Those who can dance, those who can sing, those who can do some designs or something like coloring and all. Yes, cooking. We do the competitions there. So whatever the talent they have got, so they can express their talents according to their abilities, but without discrimination. No discrimination. He or she is black or white, caste and creed, male or female, no discrimination at all. Everyone will be given equal opportunity. That is what the work ethics is aimed at. What it is aimed at? It is aimed at ensuring economy, productivity, safety, health, and hygiene. Safety is very, very important there. Yes, health, as you got security of the college is there. So that is what why they are there, to provide the safety there. Nobody can enter without only the authorized people or the students are allowed to enter the campus. Nobody else is allowed. Health also is very cleanliness, hygienic, washrooms, water, lighting, and so on there. Yes, privacy, security, cultural and social development, welfare, environment, and offer opportunities for all according to their abilities, but without discrimination. So there should not be any discrimination. What you call it? It's fine. That is what. So that is the meaning of the work ethics. Definition of work ethics. We'll see what is again further. Yes, many complex social problems exist in the industrial or business scenario. We'll see what are the problems existing there. Yes, in the business scenarios there. The first one, the people desire to be recognized as individuals and treated with dignity as living human beings. So everyone wants to be treated dignity. I want to be identified that I am a person, I do such and such a work, or I'm running a business, I'm running an industry. Everyone wants to be recognized. I've done such a work. I'm running a garment industry. I'm running a manufacturing industry. I'm running a steel industry. Or I'm a doctor, or I'm head of the department. I'm a lecturer. I'm an engineer, and so on. Yes, you want to recognize. I'm the headmaster of a school, something like that. Yes, I'm running a group of taxis. I'm the CEO of Uber or Ola, and so on like that. So the people desire to be recognized as individuals and treated with dignity as living human beings. So everyone wants to be treated with dignity. Yes, that's what. So that is the first thing. The people desire to be recognized as individual, whatever the individual may be there. The various professions are there. Yes, and treated with dignity as living human beings. Meaningful work is work doing for the sense of personal identity and the self-esteem it holds. So doing some work, lecturer, teacher, doctor, engineer, driver, carpenter, whatever it may be there. So they are what you call it is identity of the individual. They want to live with a dignity. He is a driver, definitely is living his livelihood there. He's working for a organization or a company or a taxi or a auto, whatever it may be there. He's earning his livelihood and he's living with dignity, what you call. Yes. So meaningful work is worth doing for the sense of personal identity and the self-esteem it holds that. Now, then why he's living or why he's earning? Just to be economic independence. Work is the major instrumental good in life, what you call this. What is that? So without work, you cannot live that. So when you are working, running a business or working in an organization or office, you'll be paid for that. When you are paid salary, then only you can lead a life, what you call that. It is the main source of providing the income needed to avoid economic dependence on others, for obtaining desired materials and services, and for achieving status and recognition from others. So you are working. Why? Because you want to live your livelihood. You want to construct a house. Yes, you want to get married. You want to give good education for your children. You want to buy a car. You want to buy a two-wheeler. Or you want to buy good clothes for your children. Or you want to have good livelihood. All those things are. Yes, to why you are earning? So we are earning to provide some, what you call, to be economic independent. I want to be independent. I doesn't want to be dependent on somebody else. Because of that, I am earning. I want to purchase a house. I want to purchase a car. I want to purchase a two-wheeler, and so on. We have got. And we want to. I want to maintain some status in the organization. I want to be recognized. Yes, that is what we call it. Yes, it is the main source of economic independence. Is the main source of providing income needed to avoid economic dependence on others. So when you work, now suppose you are a student, you are dependent on your parents, what it called. You are dependent on the parents. After a few years after completion of a diploma or engineering, you will go for a job. Then you become independent. Why you are working there? To become independent. You don't want to be dependent on your parents. That is what we are work. That is what the work ethics will help you there. So work ethics will help you to become independent in your life, what we call that. And you want to be recognized by others. Yes, he is so and so. He has he's working in a so and so company, IT company. Yes, he's like that. You want to be recognized, what we call that. So that is the second one, economic independence, what we call. Yes, third one. Pay as well as the pace of work should be in commensurate with the expertise required, acquired and utilized in the persons there. Yes, is what you can call the salary of the individual should be based on their qualification, based on the nature of the job. Yes, what you can call, and according to their talent, what you can call. Yes, so like for example, a lecturer salary is different from a office person salary. So he's different there. The doctor's salary is different from a nurse salary. Yes, an engineer's salary is different from a clerical salary, bank employee salary. So it varies. So the pay should be as per that according to the talent. Yes, you cannot have all equal pay. It is not possible. You cannot give same salary for everybody, right? From principal to attender. Can we give same salary? No. Group D has got different salary. Group office people have different salary. Lecturers have given different salary, and so on. That. Yes, exploitation and bargain pay should be discouraged. Exploitation, like for example, some people are in need of a job, so you should not exploit them because you require him. You should not pay him less salary. Yes, for other person you are paying 5,000, for this person as she's in need, and you want to pay her some only for 2,000. So as as she or he is in need of job, you should not exploit that. And that should not happen then. Yes, that is what pay. Pay as well as the pace of work should be in commensurate with the expertise required, acquired and utilized in the persons, what you call. It's fine. Next, privacy of the employee, including women, is to be protected. Yes, in the organization there will be men as well as women. So privacy of the employee, very, very important. So during lunch breaks, yes, you should have private or separate different places for what you can call restroom. You should have that. Yes, all those things. Hygienic, health and hygienic is very, very important. And confidentiality of the employee is also to be protected. Yes, his personal details. What is his salary? Yes, who are his family members? Where he is staying? Yes, or whether his house is owned or rented house. All those things there. How many children are there? Yes, what he is doing. Yes, the confidentiality should be what you can call protected. It should not be revealed to somebody else, what you can call that. It should not be revealed to others. Because you are working in the organization, the company can have your personal details. Yes, but the employee details should not be shared with somebody else. That is more important. Yes, fine. Mutual trust and loyalty, both ways play major roles in this respect. Mutual trust. So you are dependent on the employer, and employee is dependent on you. So you have got trust on both the employer and, as what you call, employee will trust you. You should not leave the organization in between. So but there are some rules and regulations are there. You want to leave the company, intimate 1 month before, so that the employer can make some arrangements, something like that. Is it clear? So there should be a trust. So trust is very, very important. So both the ways, not only one way, it should be trust, and you should be loyal or sincere to the organization wherever you are working. What you call. Yes, these are the 4 points. Yes, next, 5th one. What is this? Security during job and upon retirement. So this will be applicable usually in the government organization where employees is secured enough. That is what is getting pension even after the retirement. But that is not in the case of the private organization. The people will not be getting any salary. So any pension after the retirement. They will be paid salary, no doubt. But they will not be getting any pensions there. So security, even the people who are working in the private job, they cannot be terminated as and when they like that. So there is some proper procedure is there, rules and regulations are there, everything. So in that way, they need to enter the what you can call that is what you call security there. Say that's what the employer cannot terminate the employee immediately today itself. If something goes wrong, something illegal or wrong thing if he has done, that is okay. But in general cause, if you want to terminate any employee, there should minimum procedure of minimum 1 month notice from both the ways. If you want to leave, you should inform 1 month, or even the company wants to terminate you, he should inform, the employer should inform you 1 month before that. So this concept is being accepted in only government jobs, public limited companies and corporate organizations. Security is there in the case of government organizations, public sectors like Bell is there, Bharat Electronics or BHEL, or and so on, and some corporate organizations. Then next one, recognition to non-work activities. You can call recognition to non-work activities such as leisure, paid holiday on the day of visit of dignitary or social service and other development activities. There should be some recreation program. Yes, like you need to go for some like for a change as you're going working monotonously continuously. You can take a break and go for some excursion or something like that, or a resort for one day resort there. Yes, and there may be some competitions, cultural competitions, or maybe sports competition for the staff and so on. Yes, and even some employees they have got them special talent. They are talented like dancing, they are singing, they're good at sports and so on. Yes, or the entire team may be sent to what you can call a paid holiday and so on. That yes, tour or something like that. Or suppose some guest is coming, so holiday may be given to a particular employee. That is something. And other development activities like for example in the organization, if the kids are scoring good marks, so they'll be identified, recognized. They're giving some scholarship for the children of the employees. That's happening in our government organization. So in our department, if our kids those who are scoring more than 90%, they have been honored with the certificate and some scholarship is given, and that is one way of motivating the children. That is what we can do. So recognition to some non-work activities, like you're doing some social service, something like that. Yes. So that is about we call work ethics. Seventh, hard work and productivity are very, very essential for the success of an industry. The quality of work life deserves to be improved. So any organization, if the employees are working properly or doing hard work, then only the organization will be a successful one. It's a teamwork, what you can call. Employer itself cannot do it, or all the employees cannot do it. It's a what you can both should do. The employer also should support them, and employee also should work work for the organization. What you call the hard work and productivity are very, very essential for the success of an industry. So in organization, in the industry, it is dependent on what you can call the employees. There, if the employees work, then only the company will be in profit. Otherwise, the company will be under loss. And even if they are working, they should work. The work should be of good quality work. The quality of work life deserves to be improved there. Yes, even the what do you call the quality of the what do you call work should also be improved. What do you call that? Yes. Next one, eighth point. Employee alienation. What do you mean by absence of or inadequate recognition and reward system and grievance redressal system, lack of transparency in policy implementation, factions in trade unions lead to ethical problems affecting the work ethics. Like for example, you are working in the company for 10 years, and if there is no promotions, then what happened? You're getting the same salary for 10 years. So like there's no promotion, you have been not recognized. Like you be initially you may be what you can call instructor. Then if there is no promotion lifelong, then you'll not be motivated at all that. So there should be some recognition. Yes, after 10 works, maybe you'll be identified as a supervisor, or you'll be given a what you call a manager or something like that. If there is no recognition, then the employees will be demotivated. So that is not the way. There should always be some recognition in the organization. What you can call it's fine, and rewards. So he may be excellent, or he is doing very hard work. Yes, or he, for example, one employee who has not taken any leaves at all. For example, so you reward him with some
Yeah.
like that. And suppose in an organization, if there is no grievance redressal system, that means there may be some complaints in the organization there. Yes, there may be some complaints in the organization. So whom to inform? There should be one grievance redressal system, one body or a team of members will be there where you can give some, if there are any problems with the employees or with the employer, you can give a complaint to them. Grievance, problems solving committee, grievance redressal system. And if there is no transparency in policy implement, what the employer is doing, if he doesn't know, then what happens? It's very difficult. Then if there are unions in the organization, what do you call, and it may lead to, if there are two unions, for example, if there's only one union and if all are accepting it, it's okay. But again in union, sometimes there will be groupism. If there are groupism in the unions, again, it will lead to ethical problems. That will have again affect the work ethics. So that should not happen then. Absence or inadequate recognition and reward system and grievance redressal system, lack of transparency in policy implementation. Yes, factions in trade union, factions of the groupism in trade unions lead to ethical problems, which will affect the work ethics. That's fine. Ninth one, a different view of work ethics. Work is considered as a necessary evil. What it is considered? It is considered as a necessary evil. Then you have to live it. Even if you don't like, you need to work. Why? To live your livelihood. Yes. Otherwise, you will not be given the salary. You will not be paid the salary. Yes. It is a thing one must do in order to avoid worse evil, such as dependency and poverty. If you don't work, what happens? You will not be paid salary. If you don't get the salary, you cannot live your livelihood. So that because of it, it's a necessary evil. Even if you are not willing also, you have to work to avoid the poverty or to avoid the dependency. Otherwise, if you don't work, you are dependent on somebody else. But so because of that, it is said as it is necessary evil. So to avoid poverty or to avoid dependency, you have to work. There is no other option there. So you have to work. Then only you can live it. You can live independent. You whatever you want, you can do it, and you can avoid poverty there. Yes, there is one. As per the next point, as per the Protestant work ethics, the financial success is a sign that is favored by God. What you call that is saying in the what you call Protestant Christianity. It is saying the financial success is a sign that is favored by God. If you're working, that means you're being paid. That is a good what you call. You will be successful in your life. What you call it means making maximal profit is a duty mandated by God. It is to be obtained rationally, yes, diligently, and without compromising with other values such as spending time with one's family and not exploiting or harming others. So if you earn, what you can do, you can live rationally and without any compromising with other values. Yes, suppose if you're not earning, you'll be stressed. You may go try to do evil things. Sometimes it happens that you're forced to do thefts. How the people become thief? Because they're unable to work there. So situations make them to rob the things, something that's happened. So if you're living or if you're earning, then what you can go, you can live with one's family and you can live with happily and without harming anybody else. So these are the some 10 points of what you can call work ethics. Yes, fine. Just we'll go through all these points once again. Work ethics, all the 10 points. Just I'll be a bit fast. The people desire to be, these are all the social problems that exist in the industrial or business scenario. First point, the people desire to be recognized as individuals and treated with dignity as living human beings. The first one. Then work ethics, it will help you to live economic independence. Work is the major instrumental good in life there. It is the main source of providing the income needed to avoid economic independence on others, for obtaining your desired materials and services, and for achieving status and recognition from the others. Next point. So pay as well as the pace of work should be incommensurate with the expertise required, acquired and utilized in the persons, what you call. Exploitation and bargain pay should be discouraged, what you call. Yes, it should be discouraged. Privacy of the employee, including women, is to be protected, what you call. Yes. Then confidentiality of the employer is also to be protected. Mutual trust and loyalty both ways play major roles in this aspect. Next, security during job and upon retirement, what you call. Security during job and retirement. Yes, this is there in the government as well as public sectors and some corporate organization. And also there should be recognition to non-work activities such as leisure, paid holidays on the day of visit of a dignitary, or social service and other development activities. 7. Hard work and productivity are very, very essential for the success of an industry. The quality of work life deserves to be improved. And they should not, the next one is employee alienation, absence or inadequate recognition and reward system and grievance redressal system, lack of transparency in policy implementation, factions in trade unions lead to ethical problems affecting the work ethics. Next, a different view of work ethics. Work is considered as a necessary evil. So without work, what happens? You need to be dependent and you'll be poverty. So it is one thing one must do in order to avoid worse evils. As per the Protestant work ethics, the financial success is a sign that is favored by God. When you work, then what you can live successfully, rationally, diligently. You can spend time with the family and without exploiting or harming the others. In addition to this, there are some points are there without work ethics. What is that we're going to discuss? Work ethics, duties to the self, family, society, and nation are fulfilled. So by doing what you are working in the organization will generate revenue, and they are in turn paying salary for you. Then that is the working is nothing but you. It is your duty. You have to do it to live your livelihood. You have to work it. Duties to the self. If I don't work, I will not be paid. Then you will be in poverty. So duties to the self. If you work, you can look after your family. You can also look after your society and nation as well as fulfill. See, not only you are earning for livelihood, what you call, you are also helping the society in some cause, in some way, in whatever, and also what you call, you are helping the nation. That all these things are fulfilled by work. That by work ethics, duties to the self, duties to the family, duties to the society, and nation are fulfilled. Next, rights of the individual are respected and nourished. Individual rights of the individual, whatever your rights, fundamental rights are there. Yes, whatever it is being what you can call respected and nourished. Values and virtues are cultivated and enjoyed by all human beings. What you call that. So individual values and virtues are cultivated. You learn some good qualities from others there. Yes, you see the different culture people are there. You learn from them. Different culture, different society, different religion. So you learn and you learn different cultures there. The quality of life is improved and environment is protected. Yes, fine. Unemployment and underemployment lead to frustration, social tensions, and occasionally militancy. So you're unemployed, so you'll be frustrated. Your parents will tell you to get a job. You're not getting a job, so you'll be stressed. Then you'll try to do all illegal things or all evil things or illegal things, all such things. We need to promote work ethics at all levels to flourish as developed nation. So we need to promote work ethics so that if everybody follows the ethics, then our nation can be developed. So that is the first topic we need to discuss. That was about your work ethics. Now we'll come to the next part of the today's session is what you can call service learning. What do you mean by service learning? Service learning refers to learning the service policies, procedures, norms, and conditions other than technical trade practices. What is the service learning? Like what you can call, it refers to service policies. What are the rules and regulations or policies, some procedures, norms, yes, and conditions other than the technical trade practices. What is that? We'll see. It includes service learning includes characteristics of the work. So you've been assigned for a particular job. So what are your responsibility? Yes. What is your responsibility? Yes, that is given. You should know that. Yes, that is what. So include characters of the work, basic requirements, security of the job, and awareness of the procedures while taking decisions and actions. You are head of the institution. You should take what decision, when you have to take what decision. Yes, awareness of the procedures, how we should follow the procedures, and you should take some decisions and some actions. It helps the individuals to interact ethically with colleagues, to effectively coordinate with the departments, to interact cordially with suppliers as well as the customers, and to maintain all these friendly interactions. So service learning, so there are so many people are there in the organization. Like for example, in our college, so if the principal wants to take a decision, he will call for a meeting. He will take the decision, he will consult with all the HODs, and then he will take a decision. Same way in the organization also, there are so many departments are there, suppliers are there, manufacturers are there. So the employer should be with the good relations with everybody there. Yes, customers. Yes, so customers or manufacturers and so on. Yes, that's what it will help you individuals to interact ethically with the colleagues. It's fine. Next, service learning is distinguished in the two types. We classify into two ways: that connection to curriculum and learner's voice. What is that we're going to discuss? First one, connection to a curriculum. Integrating the learning into a service project is a key to successful learning. Academic ties should be clear and built upon existing disciplinary skills there. Yes, like we're having a particular syllabus as there. Like for example, we are not teaching the subjects randomly. Yes, the subjects are given. Which subject should be taught when? First semester subjects, second semester subjects, third semester subject. Which are theory subjects, which are practical subjects. When we need to conduct the test, first test, second test, and third test. Randomly we are not conducting. So there is some proper schedule is given for us. We are following that. That is what we call. connection to curriculum, or follow the proper procedure. If you follow the procedure, then it will be a successful one. Yes. Next, learner's voice. Beyond being actively engaged in the project, trainees have the opportunity to select, design, implement, and evaluate their service activity. Yes, when the new employees join, they'll be initially joined as a trainees. So they will get the opportunity to design, select the options, implement, and evaluate their service activity. What we call. That's fine. Then next, reflection. Uh, Reflection. What do you mean reflection? Structured opportunities are created to thank, admit, sorry, created to thank, talk, and write about the service experience. Reflection is what? Opportunities are created to think, talk, and you are given the opportunity. You get asked to write a particular program and you join the organization, tell, voice, or give your information, or write about your experience. So based on your return, then what you will be assigned a particular job. The balance of reflection and action allows the trainee to be constantly aware of the impact of the work. Based on your skill, based on your thinking, a particular job will be given to you in the organization. Then partners in the community. Partners with community agencies are used to identify genuine needs, provide mentorship, yes, and contribute input such as labor and expertise towards a completing project. If there are partnership with the communities, so from the community, the people will be working on the organization there, and with the people will be trying to complete the project. So labor, many people are working there. So they will work for the company and they are trying to complete the project. That is what you call partnership in the community, what you call this. Yes. So that is, these are the four types of what you can call service learning are there. Which are those? Connection to curriculum, the first one. Second one was learner's voice. And third one was reflection and partners in the community. So partners with the communities, nothing but agencies. Like for example, they're in the what you can call raw materials. It's a manufacturing industry. Some people will supply the raw materials. Like for example, you are constructing a house, for example. Yes, so many will supply the different steel is there, cement is there, and so on. Industry is there for if it's manufacturing some steel or cement. So you require so many raw materials there. So there are so many people, so many vendors are there who supply the various items there. Yes, and then provide mentorship. Yes, leader, they give some skills if they or how to do it, or they may guide you how to do it. You can call it mentorship, and contribute input such as labor from the community. We get the labor people who are working and some experts towards completing the project expertise. So these are the two things what you learned today. What are the things you learned? Can somebody tell me the two things we discussed today? Two main contents.
Work ethics and service
Work
learning.
ethics and service learning. Two topics what we discuss is work ethics and service learning. In work ethics, we discussed there are different types of 10 points are there what we discussed there in the work ethics and service learning. So there are four types of service learning are there. So you discuss four types. The first one is connection to curriculum and learner's voice, and third one is reflection, and fourth one is partners in the community, what you call. Yes, these are the things what we discussed. Any doubts in this today's session or any previous session also, you can ask me there.
No, sir.
No, then fine. Are you following the things?
Yes, sir.
You are following it. Today 42 students have attended it. Okay, ma'am. What about others? Okay, then we'll wind up today's session. Thank you one and all.